And Nick, gentlemen's ready. If you can start us off, please.
Good to see you. Has the last 2 weeks international break been a help for you or a hindrance in your position?
Well, it's been difficult, Nick. You know, we had a few players away, like everybody. Two Chilean lads have been away playing in South America. They got back late yesterday. So they were to train today, and Leroy Fur was away with Holland. Other than that, everybody else was available. I don't know whether it's a help or an hindrance. It's difficult. We'll find out on Sunday, I suppose.
Do you get a sense that all your new signings are starting to bed in more? I know it's something you've spoken about before.
No, not really. No, I'd be a lie if I sat there and said, yeah, I mean, it's been difficult because Jordan Much has picked up a hamstring. You know, we just can't get him. I like him. He's a good player, good young player. But again, he's out for a few weeks again. Jordan's not been, and Leroy's not been around to train this week. So it's made it difficult, really, with the new lads that have come in. I'd say the two Chilean boys have been away. But I do okay. I mean, we'll see how we go.
Since your last game, Les Ferdinand's been appointed head of football operations.
Yeah.
How does that work? I mean, he was a coach with you at Tottenham, of course.
I gave Les a job at Tottenham. Yeah, I brought him into Tottenham, him and Tim Sherwood. Good lad. Got a lot of time for Les.
And he's come out and publicly backed you as well, hasn't he, saying how important it is for everybody to stick together at the moment.
Well, yeah, I'm sure. You know, it's very nice.
You've been there, seen it and done it all. Are you feeling any pressure at the moment?
None whatsoever. None whatsoever, Nick, no. No. Have you ever been under real pressure? I mean, when you've been under pressure, you know what pressure is. I'm not under pressure. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. Looking forward to the game on Sunday. Playing against one of the best clubs in the world, in my opinion, Liverpool Football Club. We're the underdogs. Great game for us. Looking forward to it.
Well, probably Zamora was saying that you've been helping take any pressure that's on the players away from them. There's been no ranting and raving.
No, we've played 7 games, Nick. We're 7 games into a Premier League season. We played 3 home games. We got beat by Hull 1-0, missed a penalty late in the game. Beat Sunderland, drew with Stoke. That was a good performance. 2-2, tough game. You know, it's not easy, is it? You know, I start on Sunday. There'll be 7, possibly 8 of the lads who start on Sunday. Were playing last year in the Championship for me when we, in the team that finished 4th in the Championship. It's not easy. It's hard, but I'm confident we'll be okay. But certainly, no one's walking around moping around, feeling sorry for themselves or what we should. What we're supposed to. Okay. If we'd have had 7 points by now, we'd all be delighted. We're a couple of points probably short of what we could have had, looking at the fixtures. But an awful long way. Well, he's 7 games into the season. You know, it's not. We're not 20 odd games gone. We're 7 games.
Sure, fully appreciate that, Harry. But because of the impasse over your contract was bound to be.
The impasse over my contract, Nick, and I don't have to sit here and tell you lies, was that I wasn't bothered about signing a new contract. Not bothered in the slightest. Didn't bother me. What are contracts? There's a manager in the Premier League's got a 10-year contract. What is it really? What is it? If you get the sack, you don't get 8 years' money. You know that you get the sack and you get whatever you get, a few months or 6 months or. So what is a contract? The contract is you work for a club. If they don't want you, you talk to the chairman. You get sort out what you're doing and you all move on. Contracts mean nothing. If you're going well. If we can stay up this year and I'm here still, and at the end of the year Tony wants to talk about another year with me, I'd be delighted. Yeah, if that's what I want to do in my life. But to have to sign a contract, if I'd been that bothered, I would have chased him up when he came on TV and said, "I want to give Harry, we're going to give him a new 2-year contract." It didn't bother me in the slightest because I trust the chairman. He's a good man. We get on well. If I want to stay and he wants me to stay, I don't need a contract. It's not important to me.
I was going to ask you, is your appetite as great as ever?
Well, I left home. I was up at 4 o'clock this morning, Nick. I left my house at 20 to 5. I must be doing it for some reason. I mean, I'm not doing it, because I've got to feed the dogs this week or something. I do it because I love doing it. And when I don't love doing it, I won't get up in the mornings. When the alarm goes off, I'll turn over. But at the moment, I look forward to coming in. And while I keep doing that, I'll keep coming in. But the day I don't feel like coming in, that will be it for me.
Listen, statistics can be used for and against, but Rangers had the least number of fouls,
Yeah.
least yellow cards. Are you nasty?
We're going to kick hell out of them on Sunday. we are going to get steamed right into this Liverpool mob. We'll give them what for.
Do you think, though, seriously, Liverpool may be a bit more vulnerable this year than last season?
I thought they were great last year. I really did. You know, when I watched the game with Man City, I thought they're sure to win the league now. And then Chelsea went there and did a job on them, and it took it all away from them, you know. But I felt overall they deserved to win it last year. They've lost the best player, well, fourth best player, I would say, in the world, in Suarez. And it's difficult to replace him. But they've got lots of good players there. He's brought good players in. Again, they're bedding in. New players, they take time, you know, and I think they're, you know, Brendan's bedding a new team together. They'll be there pushing for a Champions League place again this year, I'm sure. I don't see them winning the league this year, but I think they'll certainly be pushing for a Champions League place.
How important might your home form over the course of the season be to your chances?
Well, it's going to be important for sure. You know, it's that's where you're looking. But we've also, you've got to get results away as well. You know, there's no reason we can't. We're not a bunch of softies. We've got a lot of, you know, experienced lads, and we've got to go away from home and pick up some results away as well. And that's going to be important for us.
A lot's been said lately about player rest, recuperation, and the balance between that and training, and obviously the Raheem Sterling issue is brought to the fore. What are your thoughts on getting that balance right and how tricky it can be?
Well, it's all changed, Nick, hasn't it now? You know, I mean, we used to train, you played on a Saturday, you came in on the Monday, and Monday would be the hardest day of the week. That was, I'm talking years ago. Because the manager knew that the lads had all been out over the weekend or whatever, Saturday night, and you'd come in on Monday and he'd say, right, and he'd run you, and you'd work. Now it's all changed. We've got sports scientists who understand the body much better than they did in them days, and they feel now you need a down day, you know, maybe have a warm down on a Sunday. Monday is an easy, very easy day for those that played. The other lads will train as normal. And that's the way it's gone now, you know. So you don't get as much actual training time into players now, because Tuesday then is maybe a more harder day. Thursday you're doing a bit of team play. Friday you're doing a few set plays. But that's the way it's gone. But there's lots of games, obviously, you know. There's always been lots of games, you know. It's a changing game, Nick. I think Tottenham, and please, Martin's sitting there who would probably know much more about the stats of. I think Tottenham won the double with something like 13, 14 players. You know, playing 40, probably played 42 games, I'm not sure, and won the cup. Ankle deep mud, snow. Don't know how come, didn't get any injuries. What was happening? And I think Dave Mackay and them people were going into a few tackles in them days, but Liverpool were the same. They won the league with 16, 15, 16, 17 players. It's changed now, Nick. You know, we seem to get lot more injuries. Maybe they're all running quicker, maybe whatever. I don't know.
Just finishing up, just a couple more for me. Where do you stand on whether or not England's best youngsters should play for the under-21s, or if they've already broken through to the senior team, should they stay?
No, I'd like to see them play in the under-21s. You know, I think it keeps them. That's where they've come. They'll still be. You know, I still think they'd feel part of that group, and I think we've got some good kids now. You know, I think the future's looking good. You know, we get Barkley back fit now, and you know, with some good young players in this country. I'd like to see them go and play in Gareth's team in the under-21 championships. I'd like to go out there and watch the championships and see them do well. I think it would be good for their development.
Okay, thanks, Harry. Just one last one for me. Can I just check who's fit and who isn't for the weekend?
Just got one or two, as I say. You know, Joey Barton's injury has dragged on now. It's been 6-7 weeks, I think, for Joey. You know, we thought it was only going to be a short-term thing. Nico Cranchard broke his toe. Looked like it could again. It sort of came away in the bone. They were talking maybe 5-6 weeks, but he's going to come out and train today. He's going to have an EG. He wants to inject it. He wants to play. Nico's been great since he's come back. To be fair, he's been he's been excellent for us. Jordan Much's long term, again, you know, weeks with a hamstring. Other than that, we're not too bad off. We've got enough players, no excuses. We've got players here who should be good enough to go and give a good account of ourselves and hopefully get a great result.
Wally?
Harry, the two Chileans that went away, Mauricio and Vargas, they had a very different time to leave away. Hardly played at all. I think Vargas scored a couple and played for 180 minutes. Do you have a preference of how they've been handled while they've been away until we see them out on the training ground?
Well, we'll have to just see how they are this morning, really. You know, I mean, there have been 2 tough games out in South America for them, so I'm hoping they're going to be okay. But we'll have a little look this morning, and they'll train today and tomorrow, and hopefully they'll be okay.
And Leroy, when he went away before, he wasn't happy that they took him all that way. He hardly played. It's been similar. Has he been doing a lot of training to get him as fit as you want him to be?
You don't know what they do when they're away, do you? They're away with Holland. You know, he's come on last 10 minutes in both games. What he does the rest of the time, it's hard to know what the coach will do with the 6 or 7 who are not playing. You just hope that he's worked hard enough, you know.
You obviously say that if you're not feeling any pressure, that this isn't a pressure situation. For some reason, since the West Ham game, you overtaken Alan Pardew as the bookie's favourite to leave your post.
Well, you had a few quid on what, I think? Do you want me to make? Do you want me to tell you when I'm ready?
Well, it's not that I asked, but I mean, it seems to have such a nightmare up there with the fans against you. You haven't got that situation, so do you understand why you've suddenly overtaken him?
No, I don't know really. You know, some wise punter has had a few quid on, I would imagine. Don't know. Difficult to know.
Victor behind you, they've got Tim Sherwood as a really strong favourite, 47.
Tim's a punter.
You know really well. Can you understand why Tim is being touted for this job so much?
No, I can't understand. No, I cannot talk about somebody else being touted for my job. Well, what am I supposed to say? Yeah, it'd be great to take my place. I hope he gets the job. He's a fantastic coach. I gave him a job at Tottenham. I hope he comes in here and, yeah. What can I say?
I know you're loath to talk about Twitter and you don't like it.
So, no, I don't not like it. I don't know what it is. If I knew what it was, I might like it.
Rio's got in trouble this week for something that he tweeted, but he's in trouble with the FA. You've always got such credit from your players for letting them police themselves, treating them as adults. Has Twitter made that almost impossible to do now?
Well, it seems, you know, I swear, I don't even know what Twitter is. Well, I don't know. What, do you do it on your phone?
Yeah, phone. That.
Not a clue.
But if players get in trouble, I know you don't usually like getting involved in their discipline, but do you think you might have to now?
Well, I think that, you know, you've got people here that seem they're big hitters on Twitter, aren't they?
Yeah.
There's a couple of players here who seem to have, you know, they're always on getting talked about for being on Twitter. So, yeah, I just hope, but they've just got to concentrate on their football, haven't they? Really, I think it's time for everyone just to get on with the game, worry about the match, forget about everything else. You can only take care of what you can take care of, and that's the football on Sunday. The rest of it, you know, if you don't want to see bad news, don't read the paper. You know, if you don't want to know what people are saying about you, I don't read the papers, so I don't know what, you know. I'm not interested really. People say, "Oh, have you seen that in the paper?" No, I don't want to see it. Don't tell me. I'm not interested.
You said in the book that you did that come out recently that John Terry would be a dream signing. Keep this club up.
I was appearing with Rio, yeah.
Was that a fantasy, or do you think that with his contract being rolled in and how well you know that it might happen?
No, it was just I picked the team. I wrote a book with Martin Samuels, who's a fantastic writer. I wrote a book about football in the 50s, which I happened to see. 60s, 70s, all the way through, and picked my best team from the 50s as best I could remember it. And I put John Terry in my team, you know, I think it was in the 90s, was he? Or this year, I'm not sure. Probably this. No, I just said I think John Terry's a fantastic player. The same as every player I picked, I obviously said fantastic things about all of them, because I wouldn't have picked them otherwise.
Can I plus?
Yes, Mr. Rena. I have a question about Gareth Bale. I made a report from French TV about Gareth Bale. Sorry for my colleague. I just have one question. When played with you as a left back or left winger, did you see already his potential as a striker, as a superstar in front of the goal, as he is now in Madrid?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I saw when I played him the last year I was at Tottenham, when I played him inside, off the right, through the middle. I remember people started singing, "It's Gareth Bale, he plays on the left." We don't play on the left. He plays anywhere. He's like Ronaldo. You just free him off. He plays, picks the ball up everywhere, runs at people. What a fantastic player. Unbelievable talent. Amazing footballer.
Harry, when was the last time you spoke to Tony, and did he give you any reassurances about all the speculation?
No, I don't need assurances from anybody. I'm not interested in assurances about anything, you know. What have I got to say? How am I, Mr. Fernandez? You're going to keep me in my job, you know? It's up to Tony what he does, isn't it? If he's not happy, come talk to me. I'm a big boy. It's not a problem.
So it's not like you two have a conversation about it?
I talk to him every day. I'm going to dinner with him tonight. I'm not going to be sitting there buying his dinner to try to keep me in a job. Let him pay for dinner. I mean, you know, it's, what can I do? I'm doing, you know, what can I do? What, you know, I'm doing my best, doing the best with what I've got. You know, if on Sunday we play well, it'd be great. If we don't, what can you do?
Do you think some of this is also because what happened a couple of years ago when obviously you weren't here at the start and QPR got off to a bad start? Do you think there's that sort of nervousness around the fan base that gives you repeating itself?
Well, it's always, it wasn't going to be an easy start for us, you know, because as I've said many times, if you'd have come here 2 weeks before the season started, there was 12 players here. 12. Not 13, 12. All from last year. It's not going to be easy when you've got 12 players and you go on a pre-season tour with 12 players. That's all I took. 12 outfield players. I took everybody. We had to go and suddenly get some bodies in. And unfortunately, the lads that I brought in haven't all hit the ground running. They've had injuries and, you know, setbacks. Sandro hasn't played a game. Sandro, you know Sandro. You saw him play at Tottenham, I'm sure. You know, Sandro was a good player at Tottenham. He's come here, unfortunately, he's picked up injuries. Just can't get him it's been difficult to get him up to speed, 90 minutes. Jordan Match has been injured since he's been here. And I think he's a real fantastic young prospect. So it's been difficult, you know. But I think that can happen. It's, you know, when you know, I looking at Burnley, they've got, you know, without their two strikers. When them two come back, they'll do okay. They'll pick up some wins, and when he gets Ings and the other boy up front, you know, fit, they'll pick up some wins and get some. But you need your best players. Man United were getting smashed up early in the season because you looked at their team; it wasn't very good because they had a lot of their best players missing. You need your best players at whatever level you are. And we've been a little bit short of that at the moment, but I've still got every confidence in the players here, every confidence that we can get a result, and hopefully that'll come on Sunday.
You also need
Last question.
You also need the fans as well, like
Fans have been great, been great here, not a problem.
Get you on the team on Sunday.
They always do. They're good as gold, aren't they? You know, they're good fans, and they've seen ups and downs the last few years, haven't they? And you know, they know how tough it is. We've just got to look to survive if we can this year. That's the key.
Okay, turn your cameras off unless you're going for cutaways there. Let's bring your seats forward, please.